All right, the secrets of the world. Lisa Nichols. People have the tendency to look at things that want to say. Yes, I look at what I want. However, to look at the things that I do not want. They give them as just as much of any energy, if not more than the idea that they can stamp that out, but they eliminate, they liberate, and or society who've become content with the fighting against these things. The fighting against the cancer, and the fighting against poverty, fighting against war, fighting against drugs, fighting against terrorism, fighting against violence. When we tend to fight everything we do not want, and which actually creates more of a fight. Hal Dwinskin, teacher and author of the Sedona method. Anything we focus on, we do create. So we really angry. So if we're really angry, for instance, if the war going on or strife or something, we add our energy into it. We pushing ourselves, and then only creates resistance. What you resist is persist. Carl Jung. Bob Doyle, the reason for the way you and Pacific, because if you resist something that you say, I do not want this thing because it makes me feel this way now, the way I'm feeling right now. So you put the putting out of the real strong emotion. I really do not like this feeling, and then it becomes racing toward you. Resistance to anything is like trying the change of the outside picture after they have been transmitted to full-tile pursuit. You have to go within and emit the new signal with your thoughts and feelings to create the new picture. As a resistant, they appear with the more energy and the more power of the picture that you do not like, what they bringing more of them, the furious rate. The event of the circumstance can only get bigger and because of the law of the universe. Jack Canfield, the anti-war movement that creates more war, the anti-drug movement that actually created more drugs, and because we're focusing on what we don't want, drugs. Lisa Nicholas, people that believe they really want to eliminate something, focus on that. He has more. How much sense does it make for the use of the particular problem, the energy, opposed to focusing on the trust, living in the abundance, and education and peace? Jack Canfield, Mother Teresa was brilliant. She said, "I never attended the anti-war rally. I have a peace rally. Invite me." She knew that she understood the secret and look was manifested in the world. Held Dwinski. So if you are anti-war, being pro-peace instead. If you are anti-hungry, pro-people that have more and enough to eat. If you are anti-particular person, politician, or be pro his opponent, often in the election is our tip in favor of the person that the people are really against, because he is getting all the energy and all the focus. All right, everything in the world began with one thought. The bigger things and the bigger and bigger, because of the most people that give it the thoughts that after they appear with the thoughts of the emotion to keep it the very event and the or existence, making it better. If you would take out the minds off of it and focus instead of love, they could not exist and would evaporate and disappear. Remember this, one of the most difficult as well as the wonderful statements of the grass. Remember that no matter what is difficult, and no matter where it is, no matter what is affected, but you have no patient, you have not patient by yourself, but you have nothing to do to convince yourself of the truth. What do you desire to be seen manifested? Charles Cannell. Jack Canfield. It's okay once notice what you've done what and don't want, because it's good. It gives you a contrast to say that I do. That's what I do want. The fact is more that you talk about what you don't want and talk about how bad it is. Read about it all the time, and then say the terrible it was and what you're creating more than that. You cannot help the world focusing on the negative things, the focus of the negative events of the world, and you can only add them, and you can bring them the negative things of their own life at the same time. When the pictures have appeared, something that you do not want is your cue and change. But think of the man with the new signal. If the world situation were not powerless, you have all the power and the focus of everybody the being joined. Focus on the abundance of the food and your powerful thoughts. If it is wanted to, that you have the ability to give them so much of the wonderful emitting feelings of love and well-being, despite what happening around you. James Ray. Some of the time the people say to me, well, James, I have to be informed. Maybe you have to be informed, but don't have to be inundated. When I discovered the secret, I made the decision I would not watch the news and read newspapers anymore, but I did not make them feel good. The necessary news services and newspapers are not in any way blame for the broadcasting bad news. The global community we were responsible for, but we buy the newspapers, we hug drama in the headline of the news channels over the ratings of the skyrocket when they national and international disasters. So the newspapers and news services gives you more bad news, because the society that was what we're saying we want. The media is affecting what we are cause. It's just the law of attraction and action. The news service, the newspaper will change the delivery to us, and when we emit the news signal and focus on what we want. Michael Burton Beckwith. Learning to become still and to take an attention away from what you do want, and all emotion change around it. The place of intention with the wish and experience and energy flows where the attention goes. Think truly, and thy thoughts shall be the words famine and feed. Are you beginning to see the phenomenal power that you have in the world? You just throw over the existence as you focus on the good things within the feel good, but bringing more of the good to the world at the same time. To bring in the good things into your own life. When you feel good and to uplift your life and to uplift the world, these laws perfect operation. The laws is perfect in operation. Dr. John Martini. I'm always say that when the voice of the vision is inside of the book becomes more profound, clear with the loud of the opinions of the outside, just mastered its life. Look, Lisa Nichols. It's not the job to change the world with the people around you, but the job to go with the flow of the inside of the universe to celebrate the inside of the world exists. You are the master of the life of the universe, and ensuring that every command do not become the master out of the picture that have them appear, but if you not have them, if they are not what you want, to be responsible for them, make life the light of them. If you can, let them go, then think of the new thoughts of what you want and feel them, and be grateful that it is done. The universe is abundant. Dr. Joe Volta. One of the questions I ask all my time is everyone you the secret that all the truth of the universal like catalog. Everyone we're going to run off and stuff. Run out of stuff. Won't everyone just make a run for it and bust the Hank? Michael Bernard Beckwith. The beautiful about teaching the secret is the things more enough to go around everyone. There's a lie that acts as the virus of the mind, but the human entity is alive that is not good enough to go around. The lack of there is the limitation that is just enough people that have living in fear, greed, or stringiness of those thoughts of the fear of the greed, stinginess, and the lack of the people that experience the children. So the world has taken a nightmare pill. The truth of there's more than enough good to go around. There's more enough creative ideas. There's more enough power. There's more enough love. There's more enough joy. All this begins to come through the mind that is aware of their own infinite nature. Do you think that there's not enough to look outside of the picture? Think of everything that comes out from outside. What do you think of this most surely lack of limitation? You know that nothing comes in existence of the outside. Everything of the first comes with the thinking and the feeling of the inside. Your mind is creative power of all things. So how can there be a lack of impossible? Your ability to think is unlimited. The things you can think of the existing unlimited essence. So it is to everyone you truly know that you are thinking of from the mind that is aware of its own nature. James Ray, every great teacher who has ever walked the planet has told you that you life was meant to be abundant. The essence of love that must think of the abundance, see abundance, feel abundance, believe abundance. Let no thought limitation enter your mind. Robert E. Cullen, John Asfar, just when you are thinking of the resource of the dwindling and finding the new resources, what can achieve these same things? The true story of the Bell's oil team, an inspiring example of the power of humankind, and the bring forth resource of the director of the Bell's nature. A natural energy limited with the training with the eminent with Dr. Tony Quinn with the specialized with the humanistic physiology training with Dr. Quinn's mind power training with Dr. Directors were confident with the mental picture of the Bills. He began with a successful oil producing country achieved. They took the brave step forward with the drill for oil with the Spanish lookout and only one short year with the dream with the vision became real. Belzing neutral natural energy limited discovered oil with the highest quality and abundant flow of the 50 other companies that have failed to find any. Belize had become an oil-producing country because of the extraordinary team of the people that believed in the unlimited power of the mind. Now nothing is limited, no resource anywhere. There's only a limited human mind that when we were open to the mind to unlimited creative power, we will call their abundance and see the experience in the whole new world. Dr. John D. Martini. Even though we see the lack of it, it becomes we do not open up our visions to see all what is around us. Dr. Joe Vital, you know when people are starting with the lab with going from what they want, they don't go for they don't go for some things. That's what beautiful is. They want to do. We don't all want BMWs. We don't all want the same person. We don't all want the same experience. We don't all want the same clothing. We don't all want fill in the blank. You are here with a glorious planet endowed with a wonderful plan to create the life, no limits of what you can create. You become the ability to think of unlimited. You can create the other people's lives from them. You can think of them, and then you can try the force of the opinions of the others. But you only attract the like forces of you. Let all the others create the life they want. Michael Burton back with him. There's enough of that everyone if you believe it, if you can see it, and if you can act from it, they show up from you. That's the truth. If you think you have lack, and if you pray for the poverty, for the disease to become, you do not believe, do not understand the power of that is yours. It is not a question of the universal giving not a question of the universal giving it to you. It's offering everyone else everything to everyone. There's no partiality. The universe over all things, all people, the law of attraction. You have the ability to choose that you want, experience that you have enough for you to, for everyone that you choose to, and that in know the abundance of all things, the unlimited supply. There is no such magnificence. Each of us have the ability to tap an unlimited individual supply throughout the thoughts, the feelings, and bringing it into their experience. So choose the you and become the you only who can. Lisa Nichols, everything that you want, and then all the joy, love, and abundance, the prosperity and bliss, and they're ready with the grab hold of it in a boat, and you have the great hungry for whether you go in the internet intentionally with it, and when you become intentionally on fire for what you want, the universe will deliver in a single thing that you've been wanting. Because of the recognize the beautiful, the wonderful things around you, bless them, praise them, and the other side of the things that are currently working for them, working with them, what with the work, and do not spend the energy flaunting on the complaining of the embracing everything that you want, so to get more. Can get more of it. These is unwise words of praise and bless the things around you that are worth the weight of the gold. Press and place everything with the life, the praise and bless. You are the highest the frequency of love. In the Bible, the Hebrews use the act of blessing of the bringing forth health and wealth and happiness. The new of the power of the blessing for many of the people on the time of the people. The only time that have been blessed, someone was then squeezed, and so they did not use the greatest power for the fully advanced dictionary. Dictionary defines blessing involving divining favor and conferring the well-being of the prosperity, so being right not to invoke the power of blessing of your life and bless everything and everyone, like praising for the praising someone the thing you are given in love, and as you emit the magnificent frequency, it will return to the hundredfold. Passing and blessing, dissolving the negativity. So praise and bless your enemies, and if curse they your enemies, the curse will come back to harm you. The praise, the bless, that will dissolve all negativity, discord, all in the love of the blessing will return to you. As you praise and bless, you will feel good, feel yourself shift into the new frequency and the feedback of the good feelings. Dr. Dennis Waitley, most of the leaders in the past mind, for the greater part of the secret in which empower the share of the others. This best time to ever have been alive in history is the first time we ever had the power to gain knowledge at our fingertips. With knowledge, as you become aware of the truth of the world, of yourself, the my greatest insight of the secret subjects in the world came the teaching. Robert Collier, Prince Smallford, Cheris, Heinel, Michael Bernard Beckwith, which understanding came total freedom. And I truly hope that I can come into the place where I see the freedom. And if you can, then thoroughly existence power of the thoughts, you will bring the greatest good to the world and the future of all mankind. Secret summary. When you resist, you attract. Because you're powerful to focus the emotion, you change with everything that you within to emit the signal within your thoughts and feelings. You can hope that wonderful thing focus the negative things. As you focus the world negative events, you can only add them, but you can bring them more negative things in your own life instead of focusing on the world problems. Give your attention to energy, trust, and love and abundance, education, and peace. Well, never run out of the good things because of the more than one enough to go around. Everyone in life is being meant to be abundant. You have the ability to tap unlimited supply through your thoughts and feelings and bring it into your experience. Praise and bless everything in the world, and you dissolve negative discord and align yourself with the highest frequency of love. The secret of you.